Jeopardy.
Nah, that's
Can
a
you hear
robot.
me?
Nah, I can hear you. We can all hear
Okay.
you. You
Oh no,
good?
I moved
What?
the microphone. That's why.
Oh, I was
Come
about to
on,
say,
why you
were you
altering
talking to
things
Craig?
when the show starts?
Yeah, for real. I thought we already had this underway.
Because you
Nah.
remember we had this discussion about the high bed, so like I had to readjust.
Are you on your bed?
Yeah.
Yo, you on the microphone on your bed with the headphones on, all that shit? Is that what you're doing right now? Like, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I
Can I
got
have
the
a visual?
pillows Okay, so I got like my bed, like my headboard has
Yeah.
like shelves, like it's kind of like a bookshelf headboard. So the
Okay.
microphone is
A
on
bookshelf
the
Bookshelf,
shelf.
that
headboard.
boy. I just let that shit rock. I didn't even want to
Is
ask
it
her
books
about
on
that.
there? Is it books on there?
You
There's a
read?
few books. I
Oh, you
do.
do not be getting your cheeks clapped with books on the headboard.
All those books would have been falling, right? Yo, them shit,
So
them books is, yo, that shit is wild, son.
You be think like a man?
Yo, don't tell me you be reading while you be smashing. Like right dead middle, you be pulling out Harry Potter and shit. Is
there's
that what you be
not,
doing?
it's like it's for show. They're not like
So you
it's
can't
not
read?
like this is no, the books that I have that I
Oh,
read are like somewhere else. The bookshelf has like there's like a book on here, but that's not what's really on here. It's like decorative thing.
is
Oh,
there
so
one book and like a bookend?
gangsta pounds and
Hmm?
erotica is hidden in the closet. You said?
What?
You know exactly what he said.
No,
Yeah, I heard you, Kev.
I heard erotica and closet.
He said something about gangster pounding, erotica. Like you
In
know
the
those porn books,
closet?
those porn novels. Not like the one with the pictures, but the shit where you gotta imagine the
Oh,
like fillet.
I know what you're talking about, like those books that are like graphically described sex.
Yeah,
I don't
like
even
Yeah,
think
the
I
book
Grey's
that
have
y'all,
Anatomy.
any
the
of
book that y'all be
those.
reading.
Oh wait, I said Grey's Anatomy. I mean 50 Shades of Grey.
The same demographic, same demographic.
It's the same type of shit, right? I never watched
I was
Grey's
gonna say
Anatomy
the
though.
chicks that watch Grey's
Neither did I.
Anatomy, I'm sure read those books.
Yo, Grey's Anatomy is wild. I remember somebody was trying to get me to watch that show, and they said it had like 23 seasons. I'm like, yo, you wildin'. I'm not starting from dead middle of a 23 season show. Like you wildin'. I'm not even gonna start that shit at all. I mean, we got the bingeable type of, we got the binges later in the episode, but that's one show I'm not gonna be binging. That's
23 seasons. That's
why.
crazy.
Like, I don't know why a show goes on for 23 years. Like it may have been like some little less than 23, but that's a fucking lot.
It,
I think it might. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask. Is it like is that show like concurrent or is it like anthology series?
Yeah, I think it goes. Yeah, it's concurrent, so it's like sequential. So
Same
every
Yes.
character,
show
the
leads
same
into
plot.
everything.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's not like it's like the
And I
Twilight Zone.
believe, isn't it
Uh-huh.
like from Private Practice or
What the fuck is that?
you don't remember the show Private Practice?
Hell
No,
no.
but it probably came out 23 plus years ago. If this is a
For
Yeah,
real.
spinoff.
it was. We were like, I feel like late elementary school or middle school because I remember my aunt being like open to watch Private Practice, and
Well,
I
if it was a
believe
spinoff,
that one of the doctors from Grey's
Uh-huh.
Anatomy was like married to one, like, because Private Practice I think was a law show, and I think one of the doctors, like one of the characters went from that show to the other show.
I got you. So, all right, so it was a law show that from the spinoff of the law show is a hospital show. Is basically what
Yeah,
you're
like
trying to tell
somehow
me.
they're like intertwined, I believe.
Watch Grey's Anatomy, which is 23 seasons and nonstop bullshit. I gotta watch Private Practice first just to understand where the fuck this person comes from. So you telling me I got 30, maybe 40 plus something to watch just to understand like the characters and then like the interwovenness is what you
Well,
trying
it
to tell
can't
me?
be 40 years because we were alive and I ain't 40 yet.
If it's like, I mean, if Private Practice is 10 seasons or some shit like that, and Grey's
I
Anatomy
don't
is like
think it
23,
is.
that's
I
33
don't
seasons,
I don't think it had the
which is
same
wild.
longevity. I don't think it's anywhere near as long.
Man, that shit is crazy. You're going in and out. Kev, you can hear her?
Yeah, y'all both kind of going in and out, honestly. But
I mean, if anything, we could like this could be like an edit point right here, and we can try to get this shit together a little bit.
yo, yeah, I remember that one edit we had to do. I forgot what happened, but we stopped and we was talking for like 10 minutes. The way you edited that shit was like flawless.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember that. Yeah, we was talking about something, and then something else happened. I think her shit keep fucking up.
Nah, I remember what we was talking about. I think.
What was we talking about?
We were talking about them girls. We were trying to figure out.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out who knew them, and I was like,
That's right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
what
we
girls?
had to edit that shit. You want another edit point? What you mean, what girls? You know what girls?
I don't remember.
God,
I don't remember either.
He straight said no names, not where they were from. He's just like those girls.
Yeah,
I mean, we talk about a lot of
names out here.
For real, that's like a charge right there. We just talk about private practice. We're not trying to be in no private practice right now. That's something that's not about to happen. But anyways,
said they named like 18 times in the episode when you was trying to figure out who knew them.
Yeah, for real. I think that's why I had to edit it, because we don't want no charges and nothing like that. Case. Exactly. You trying to, man? I see the setup right here. You trying to have us catch a case already?
I smell cheese.
For real, right? Anyways, welcome back everybody to the 11th episode of Random Notes Podcast, right? Random music commentary with random parental horrors mixed with a lot of random banter. I'm your host, ToneZ, back again, right? With two of my co-hosts, Kev and Queen Reen Bean. Yo, what's going on with y'all? How was y'all weekend? I think this is week 2 going on.
We the only two co-hosts. Don't say two of my co-hosts, nigga. We the only two.
Oh, all right, yeah, you're right, because there's no other co-hosts. The two co-hosts right here. The two co-hosts, all equal here, equal opportunity. What's going on though? Like, this is the second week of the COVID-19, right? Coronavirus. So
COVID, damn, you changed.
I say COVID.
He said it mad fancy.
For real,
Arabic.
COVID. What is it just called the COVID? I like saying COVID.
It's COVID.
It's COVID. Nah, man. I'm gonna say
COVID.
Americans say COVID.
Exactly, right? But my girl's like from England. I think they say COVID, so I'm kind of like taking a little bit of her pronunciations when it comes to certain things.
COVID, mate. COVID.
Probably. Listen, I'm gonna keep saying COVID though. I like that shit. Well, how's y'all quarantine going so far?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, you're not quarantined. Like, you still got to go to work.
Yeah.
I'm like half quarantined because I still got to work, but I'm working from home. And Reen is like full quarantine, but she's still getting all her paycheck because her union's the shit.
CSCA.
I don't know what the fuck that spells or means.
CSCA is my union.
What that stand for?
Get niggas paid when shit hit the fan.
That's a lot of different letters.
But that's what they did. So that's what it stands for today.
All right, now you're right. You're right on that shit. Don't tell the people, don't tell the fans exactly what that stands for. You know they got Google, right? The fans have Google. They can find out what CSCA means.
Nobody knows.
Ooh, let me know.
Means.
All right. So what y'all been doing though?
Shit. I've been at home dying, honestly.
Oh, word? Why is that? Because there ain't no sports, which we'll get in later. There ain't no, like, nothing else.
It ain't nothing on TV, bro.
Mm-hmm. See, this is like when you have to invest in, like, a game. Like, be a gamer for, like, a little bit. You got PS4, right?
There ain't two. I got PS4 and Xbox One. There ain't enough games in the world to keep me occupied, man.
I feel you. What about you, Reen?
Well, new thing. I have to learn French because my mother behind my back changed the paperwork. So I put my son in Spanish. One of his little friends was in French. he came home, told my mother when he got off the school bus, I want to be in French. So she wrote a note, putting this little mofo in French. So now I'm here learning French because he can't go to school.
I'm going to tell
French
you.
is cool.
Yeah, you were French, right?
I took
Kev?
French for 4 years, and I was
Yeah,
I was alright in
French
French.
is.
You
Yeah,
know
me
what I'm
too. We was in
saying?
the same
So
class.
this is what we gonna do.
Mirsky.
You gonna
Yeah.
you gonna be the
It's
French
mercy.
tutor?
Oh
You gonna
man.
be the French tutor, Kev?
Nah.
First of all, my accent is all off. I know like
You don't need an
Spanish and
accent.
Italian.
As soon as I
First of
passed
all,
the
part of
proficiency-
learning a language is saying the words properly.
I mean, I guess. But like, all right, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Learning French, like me, yeah, because me and Kev was in the same class, all that shit. But that was kind of like, I'm not gonna say the worst mistake of my life, but it was a pretty bad mistake because it's like, all right, I learned French and I ain't used that shit since I took the
Fam.
regions.
As soon as I
Like,
took the
Word.
proficiency exam and I passed, I forgot every bit of
never
French I
spoke
ever
that
knew in my
shit
life.
That's
again.
crazy.
For real.
I
Like,
would have
Yeah.
been so much better off with Spanish.
with
Taking
Spanish.
Spanish
And then
because
taking
you run
another
into a
language.
Spanish person every day.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I picked up some Spanish by just being on the street. and
Being
shit,
from
like,
where we're from.
my job. and
Yeah.
shit.
But if we was in class, like at least we'd be learning that shit in class and we could use what we learned in class. I feel like if you taking French, you ain't never gonna like at least in America, you're never gonna like use that shit.
And that's
Like
what I told my mother. I was like, why would you do that? I said, who is he gonna talk to?
for real. At least if you lived in like Canada or some shit like that, it makes sense because people there
Exactly.
speak
They
French.
speak French.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
that's like French Canadian, and I heard that's like different.
oh, is that like
Probably a
Mexican
different
American?
dialect.
Yeah,
But
I
you
heard
could
it.
probably pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dependent. That's like if you go to Jamaica and they speak like English with a twang a little bit. You still know English. You just gotta understand their like, their yard, all that shit, like whatever the fuck that means.
Word.
Same type of thing.
But yeah. But the one thing I did notice, like when I was reading the words, I was understanding it because it's close to like reading and writing in Spanish and Italian words, but the pronunciation is very different.
It's a little. You didn't take French in like never ever in your life?
Hell no, for what?
Because everybody that was
I
cool
took
took
What you
Spanish.
take in high school?
Spanish.
Oh, you took Spanish?
Yeah.
My dumb ass was sitting in French class talking about je suis.
Yeah, that's about it. That's definitely about
Yo,
it.
my son be
J'adore
having
le
me
baguette.
dying. We were we were doing the colors, and he was like orange. Like,
I don't think that's how to
no.
say it.
Yo,
In
my
French.
son sounded like he had on the tightest turtleneck on earth. Orange.
Your man was looking like Braxton from Jamie Foxx show.
From Jamie Foxx show.
Yes. God, turn my son into Braxton learning.
Garçon.
Gosh, I hate the word garçon. So I downloaded the damn Rosetta Stone. So when you like pronounce the words, like a circle will light up. And like if the circle fills green, that means you said it,
Yeah,
I guess,
right.
perfectly. And yo, every time I try to say garçon, that should be like orange or yellow. I don't like it.
What's the problem?
I learned like you gotta try to sound like you about to spit and don't spit.
Garçon.
Like garçon.
Like you hawking a lungy. That should sound wild.
No.
Never going to France if these niggas out there talking like that. That shit crazy. But all right, so apparently everyone, right? Like all these celebrities and shit like that is catching the COVID-19, aka the COVID-19, aka the coronavirus and shit like that. But that kind of brings me back to some of the celebrities that passed already this year, such as Pop Smoke and Kobe and everything. 2020 is kind of unforgiving, right? This shit is kind of crazy out here. So do we care? Like, do we care when the celebrities die? Because we don't know them really. But sometimes it still affects us. Like Kobe kind of affected us a little bit. Pop Smoke
Don't
affected people. Like
I mean,
how do we feel about
it, it,
this?
it makes
I
it makes a
can't say
difference.
it affects me because it doesn't. Like
Mm-hmm.
my bills are still gonna get paid or not gonna get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like nothing about my day-to-day life changes because they die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say I don't care because like it's sad when people die, but
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not losing sleep neither.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know them. Like them dying is just like when any other person I don't know dies. Like, wow, sorry that your family's upset. And yeah, that's
Yeah, I
it.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Kev?
I mean, for me, I think it makes a difference when
Mm-hmm.
celebrities die, especially if you're a fan of them.
Yeah.
But
That's a
but
fact.
for somebody like Kobe that like transcended like just basketball,
Mm-hmm.
like he was like worldly popular. Like that's like when Michael Jackson died. Like
That's a
How did
fact.
you think about
you
that?
gotta feel something.
But
Like
you know what the crazy thing is? I felt sad when Michael Jackson died, but
Uh-huh.
I did not cry. Like a
well,
lot of my friends cried. And the crazy thing, like I can't remember a moment in my life
Mm-hmm.
without Michael Jackson. Like that sounded weird, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
since I can remember like hearing music,
Uh-huh.
watching TV, like I remember doing the dances at home. I still didn't cry.
Where
Like
were you
he
when you
never
found out he
sat at
died?
my mother's
yo,
table on Thanksgiving. Like
Where
we
were you?
never.
I remember exactly where the hell I was.
Where he was at?
I was I was fucking working for Cablevision. I was
Uh-huh.
I was in Parkchester.
So you could have cried if you wanted to. You just didn't.
Nigga, I
Or
was
did
crying
you
like a
cry?
little bitch.
Where I couldn't cry. I was at
Nah,
Costco.
I mean
I remember.
I
I
wasn't
think
like
I was driving and heard it on the radio.
Oh, you could
And
have
then I
cried too.
called Ashley to make sure she was okay.
I wasn't like boo hooing, but I was like, damn son, MJ gone crazy.
Yeah, that shit was
But
crazy.
like I was in Parkchester in the block in the Bronx. I was fixing this about to fix this white lady cable.
Uh-huh.
And like before I went into the building, like I heard it on the radio, like Hot 97.
Yeah.
And then it was weird because when I got in the house, the lady had the TV on CNN, and they ain't even report the shit yet. Like I already knew for like 5 minutes, CNN ain't reported yet. I was like, he died already, and she didn't even know.
Yeah. Oh, that shit's
So
wild. Yeah,
that
I
shit was
couldn't
crazy.
cry. I was working the front end at Costco, and I heard that shit. It was some white dude, and he was like, "Oh man, did you know Michael Jackson just died?" And I'm like, "What? Get the fuck out of here, man! Let me bag these shits for you, like, fuck out of here." And then like I go to the break room, and like they got it all on the TV and shit. I'm like, "Oh man, like that shit's wild." Like I didn't know what to do. Like he was like a black icon. I didn't know if I had to tell these people, yo, I gotta go or something like that. Like like it was wild. Like I cried when Kobe died though. That shit was wild. I was crying the whole day. Like he
Mm-hmm.
died, and then what's her face? Then his daughter died, and all that shit, and all these other stories coming out. Like Rick Fox was there too, and Shaq was there, and like I'm like, oh god damn, like everyone's dying. Like how many people they had in this fucking helicopter?
Yeah,
Shit
that
is
was crazy.
crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, I
Yeah.
really didn't give a shit when Pop Smoke died. I didn't really listen to his music. I really didn't like fuck with him like that. I'm like, like he died. All right, like same thing when Mac Miller died. I'm like, I don't listen to his music.
Yeah, I definitely when these other people be dying, like when Pop Smoke died, I definitely had to be like to the young people I know, like, yo, show me a picture of that. What he sing?
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I feel like Kev would have cared. Kev, you cared, right?
I mean, I kind of care when anybody died. I mean, I was
Which one is he again? But which song is he?
Dior,
welcome to the
Dior, that shit.
party, Dior.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did like that one.
Yeah, I mean
I
he's
don't
only
know
been
what
out
the
for a
hell he
little
was
bit.
saying. I don't think he was saying anything. Only thing I feel like I know was Christian Dior, Dior. I'm like, okay, he's singing about clothes. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, that is cool. That is cool. But I'm like, I don't know what else he sings
Nah,
about.
he was
That song probably
he
ain't
was
even
about to take
about
off.
clothes.
He was
Oh yeah,
about
he
to
was about
take
to
off.
pop, right?
He only been like
And he's
it
like
ain't even been a
20.
year.
Yeah, he
It ain't
was
even been a
young.
year. It hasn't even been a year, but he was about to take off.
Nah, that's a fact. I mean, that goes.
Niggas is haters.
I mean, that goes to show you. I mean, it could be that, but it could also be like, my nigga, like, you got money, don't be tweeting where you live and all this
Yeah,
shit.
you
Like,
right. But
come
He
he
on.
didn't
young
do it
and
on
dumb.
purpose.
He young and dumb.
You
And
said
I
he
don't
ain't do that
think
on
it was,
purpose?
and
He
I'm
didn't
gonna
tweet
keep it
out it was a
100. I
joke on
really don't
purpose.
even think it was the tweets that got him caught out there. That's set up shit.
Oh yeah, Young Berg almost got set up.
That's set
Like,
up shit.
No, Youngberg did get set up, but it wasn't successful.
all right, he got set up, but he almost got caught out there. That's what I mean. Like, he almost got caught. Yeah, he pistol
Yeah.
whipped the fuck out that bitch. She lucky that he ain't shoot her after that. Cause she could, yeah, she definitely could have. He could have got pop smoked, and that would have been wild. And I'm not gonna say I'm like know the nigga or anything like that, but he had like a hit or two back in the day, and he be making music now. Apparently,
He
right?
had
Like,
wild hits.
I'll be
You're
honest with
not
you, I
gonna
only know
just
one.
just cause niggas was fucking taking his chain and playing tag with the shit back in the day. That nigga had hits.
All right, name another one beside that Hey Sexy Lady shit. What's another one?
You said besides
Yeah, I said besides Hey Sexy Lady.
Hold on. Y'all still talking about who the fuck y'all talking about?
Hitmaker,
Youngberg.
Young Berg. That nigga
Oh,
was
y'all don't know who the fuck he is.
he was that light skinned nigga
You
that had
never
that
heard
song with Joel Santana that one time.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
with Joel Santana?
Yeah, the Hey Sexy Lady remix with Joel Santana. You don't remember that shit?
No,
Nah.
but sexy lady, sexy Ken I. You don't remember sexy Ken I?
Sexy.
I thought that was Ray J.
Yeah, that is Ray J, wasn't it?
Ray J and Youngberg.
See, he is always
Just like got a
nobody
monopoly,
knows who he
monopoly on the word
is.
sexy.
No, that's why I paused for a second. Cause
Definitely
that's why I paused for a
no.
second. I was like, wait, hold on, is that the same song?
No,
High
I
pause
can't
on
even
that
think
shit.
of nobody else on there but Ray J. I'm over here singing it in my head right now.
What?
But now,
I hear words you say. You going in and out right now.
now he's
Now
more
it's
known for his production.
is what?
His production.
Yeah, no, nobody.
Like
knows
he did a lot of shit. Like he did what's that PNB rockin' PNB
This
rockin'
shit
music.
is
Contagious.
crazy right
I know
now.
you know Contagious.
Nah, Kev, you know what
You feel the
this
vibe,
feels
it's
like?
contagious.
Right now, you the legal aid lawyer that's overwhelmed with cases.
Jesus Christ.
You trying to fight for him, but it's not working.
Ain't we the same age? Would you listen to SWV all day?
Nah, but not him.
He don't make music no more. He's a producer.
Yeah, he produces music now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you probably wouldn't hear his shit if you don't listen to like. Well, what type of music he be producing? Like Ty Dolla $ign and shit.
He do a lot of Ty Dolla $ign, a lot of fucking he do everybody's shit basically. He do some Jeremiah shit. Like I said, he did the PNB Rock and I think Jeremiah's on that too. And Meek Mill joint, the Contagious joint.
Oh, he did that shit?
Oh, okay. Oh, I do know that then. I know that.
Oh,
I used
see?
to listen to that song 100 times a day. I love that song.
So why you just acting like you didn't know what I was talking about?
Because I'm thinking that you saying these are songs that he's like making. So I'm like, I know there's a few songs Contagious. I'm like, I don't know no Young Bird Contagious. It's late, people. It's late.
I feel you. I feel you. All right, so moving along, Nicki Minaj, right? So recently, her husband moved in with her, and they had to register her house on the sex offenders list, which was crazy. But now he's jumping out the window and say that he wants to start using the internet. Like he wants those type of privileges that sex offenders don't get. I don't know if sex offenders get those privileges or not, but being that
I
this is an
think
internet day and age, how do we feel about, him and other sex offenders possibly being on the internet and trying to do whatever the fuck they want to do on it?
I don't think the internet situation has to do with being a sex offender. I think the internet situation has to do with the fact that he has another case now.
Here's another way.
Isn't it? So I briefly, I can't even use the word read article, skim through. So what I thought it sounded like, because I can't lie, I really don't care.
All right, so talk about how you don't care about it.
It sounded like he didn't register when he was supposed to, so they kind of picked him up somewhere, like on some traffic stop, something, and then saw he was a sex offender, and then saw he wasn't registered, and I think that's the new charge. So I don't think it's he can't use the internet because he's a sex offender. I think he can't use the internet as part of his, I guess, punishment until the trial for not registering on time is over.
What? So that's the story. So for the punishment, he can't use the internet
that's
as
what I got from the few words I read from the story.
I've never heard of that
shit
could
be
before.
Wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of cases to where
they limit usage
to
of
where they
things.
stop you to where they stop you from using social media. I think damn, what's this nigga name?
Harvey Weinstein?
No, fucking
Bill Cosby?
Damn. Nah, the little nigga that be like scat. That nigga.
Wait, do that again?
No.
Yeah, Tony Ozzy gay.
Is that his name?
What's his name?
Little Peep?
Little Peep?
Little Pump.
Little
That's
Pump.
his nigga name. Little Pump.
Wait, he can't use the internet?
He had something to where he couldn't use the internet until his case was over or some shit. 6ix9ine had something like that too, to where he couldn't post on the internet. That's like a common thing. They do that.
All right, so when they say you can't use the internet, that means just social media. Like you can actually like go on like YouTube and shit if you want to, if you're not posting to
social. Like I think everything is a dub. Like you cannot use the internet. I don't know how they.
But my thing is like on some G shit. Like the fuck is he need? Like until his trial, what is online that is so important? You gotta waste your wife's money to appeal and fight. Well, is he appealing and fighting? Is that what this is about?
I don't even know. I ain't read it, but I just read a headline and I'm like, can't use the internet. All right, so let's talk about this. But that should sound wild the way you explain it. How you gonna tell me I can't use the internet? Like at all?
Because you're a criminal.
Because you're a criminal.
And criminals lose rights. That's why.
My nigga, like they're
and
Google.
Can we keep it
CNN.com.
Like, what does he really need the internet for?
You can use the internet for everything.
There's a lot of
no, but I doubt he's looking for a job. You probably have songs already downloaded on your phone. Like you got mad money. If you can't find other things to do to occupy your time and sit online, like you really a whack ass nigga.
There's businesses that run online. Some people
and he don't have one.
How do you know?
Yeah, you don't know what he's doing.
What's his business?
I don't know. I don't care. But I'm saying,
maybe that's her like publicist or something. I don't know.
I'm just telling you what people could use.
That nigga's
for
job
and why
is Nicki Minaj's husband. He'd be alright with no fucking internet.
I mean, that's crazy that they're gonna take that whole shit away. So you said it's for like his trial until he goes to trial, or like
that's usually like a stipulation. Like I said, they did it with the Lil Pump kid, and they did it with 6ix9ine. He had to stay off the internet. And for people like that, I know it hurt them because they got followers on social media, and that's how they promote their shit or put their shit out to the people.
Yeah, so that's probably.
But he ain't like them.
He's busy getting in fights with Meek Mill and shit like that. So, well, face fights basically. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Just hearing her name alone make my eyes roll.
Yeah, I don't fuck with her either, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Me either. Nicki Minaj is a goofy, but
Yeah, so let's not talk about her. So fuck it. Or what else she's doing. But anyways, all right. So Harvey
I
Weinstein
mean,
got the
to make
Rona.
this, I was gonna say, what is
All right,
it?
there you go.
A criticism sandwich when you do something positive at the end. I heard she's the first female rapper to make $100 million or something like that.
I don't care.
There you go.
I don't either, but I thought it'd be nice to say something
Oh,
positive.
I don't feel like being nice.
yeah, fuck her. She's trash. So fuck it. All right, so Harvey Weinstein got the Rona, right? So I guess something good came out of this shit.
Got that Roni Ron, that Roni Ron.
Oh no, we're not doing that. We are
Nah,
not doing
please.
that.
Nah, I think it's consensus that you never do that again.
I'm gonna do it 8 more times before this episode is
I
over.
bet you about to cut this shit off right now. Fuck that shit. So how we feel about that?
I feel
Does
like
he?
good
Mhm.
for his old ass.
Yeah,
And I
right.
don't care.
So I mean, like, how's that work in jail? Like,
Nasty
is he gonna be
motherfucker.
like
He's
They
quarantined.
gonna quarantine him.
quarantine him? So that means like they gonna put him in isolation, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, like wherever their like hospital ward is or whatever. You know,
You think some of the people in the hospital board is gonna give him the exact treatment that he needs, or are they gonna let him rot?
I don't really
probably
care too
depends.
much.
But you know, sometimes also what they do too, depending on what it is,
Yeah.
sometimes they move inmates to a hospital and they just have them handcuffed to the bed and a police officer
Oh, like on
with
the
them.
outside or whatever.
Yeah,
Eh,
so
you don't look like the
They're not.
running type. You
no,
know?
They're not putting him nowhere where other people
Oh yeah, that's true
are.
too.
He got corona.
Yeah,
but I'm
that's true.
saying like they might have, I don't know if they have like a isolation ward in the jail or do they move them to the hospital to be isolated? Like
I
with
don't know.
the other
Mhm.
corona people.
I don't even know about that shit. To be honest with you, I think people in jail might be like the safest people like from the coronavirus right now because they're not arresting nobody, they're not incarcerating nobody. So it's like if you in jail, right?
Rikers has it.
Oh wait, what? Right, Rikers has the Rona.
Let me Google it again. I think I saw something that said that today. But you got to remember, you don't know when they stopped visitation. So if they ain't stopped visitation before Corona was already here, of
Hmm.
course it's in the jail. And you got to remember, the inmates don't leave, but the COs go home every day.
Yeah, that's
So they
true.
could pick it up in the grocery store, in the anywhere from a family member. So
That shit is
jail
wild.
is locked down, but it ain't really locked down.
Shit, I ain't leaving my house for shit at all. I
Let
left
me
my house to
see.
go pick my son up. I ain't trying to chill with no friends. I ain't trying to like. I go to the grocery store once every now and again, maybe once a week. Boom, try to expose myself to that shit and like try not to. Excuse me, and then bring my ass right back to the crib. Lock the door. Don't have nobody. Like this shit is
He
crazy
said,
out
"Lock the door."
here. Lock the door. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Double lock this motherfucker. Ain't no one coming in here with the Rona. Fuck that. This shit is serious out here. One of these, like, I know somebody whose father just passed off for that, and they didn't even let him see his father, like, go to his father's side while he was passing away.
Oh
Oh, that's
yeah,
crazy.
because it's highly contagious.
I don't give a fuck. If my mom's passed away, God forbid, and she got the Rona, you gonna let me into that goddamn room. You ain't gonna FaceTime me my goodbyes. Like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all wildin'. You can't hold me back. Fuck that. So you Googling that? What you Googling? Rin, you Googling
Oh
something?
yeah. Hold on.
See, you ain't Googling nothing.
Yes, here we go. Top officials say New York City coronavirus jail outbreak is a crisis. Dozens infected. This is from The Hill. Hold on.
God damn.
Let me click on it.
This shit is crazy. I went to go see my mom today, go get some stuff from my boy. We had to stay 6 feet away from each other. Shit was wild. I felt like it was a Stephen King shit.
It says
Shit was wild. Couldn't even hug her.
coronavirus has reportedly spread to New York City's Rikers Island jail complex and nearby facilities, with at least 38 people contracting the disease and dozens more exposed to it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Board members learned in the last weeks that 21 people in custody at Rikers and city jails tested positive. So I guess that doesn't mean they're not all at Rikers. I guess between Rikers and other jails
and
in
other
the city,
jails. Damn.
21 people are in custody have tested positive.
Damn, well,
12 Department of Corrections employees and 5 correctional health service workers have also contracted the virus. So at least 58 people are currently being monitored.
Damn, I hope something goes on with that. I hope they fix that fast.
Well, Tuesday they're supposed to begin testing.
Shit is crazy. I hope they fix that shit like soon, cause everyone's getting that apparently.
Well, they already say at its peak, I think they said 60 to 80% of people in New York City is going to catch it.
So it's like, all right, if 60 to 80 people, 60% to 80% of people in New York gonna catch that shit, what's the procedure on like a motherfucker's gonna have to go spend our hard-earned money on like going to the hospital like to get cured for that shit?
Copays are supposed to be suspended.
You said copays are suspended?
Well, that's what I heard. They're supposed to be.
They should just put like, you know how they have
but what
like
I don't understand is if copays are suspended, right? That's off the assumption I actually have insurance. What if I'm one of the many people that don't?
Yeah, I don't got insurance. So it's like, what the fuck they want me to do? Like, I don't go to the hospital for shit.
I would assume because this is a pandemic, I mean, you're not complaining about your tooth. So I think anything corona related should be free for anyone, insured or uninsured. That should be the federal government's bill.
Yeah.
Especially since the first minute they heard people coughing on the other side, they didn't close the door.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, they got this fucking flu vaccine in every Walgreens, CVS, Dwayne Reed pharmacy. So once they find
I don't get that neither.
So yeah, I don't get that, but I'm definitely gonna get this vaccine once they put that shit out. Nah, I'm getting that vaccine. I'm not one of those anti-vaxxers. Nah, that's dumb as shit.
No, not because I'm an anti-vaxxer. I'm an anti-guinea pig vaxxer. Like, let mad people get that first. You don't want to be one of the people watching the commercial that fall in the group.
Listen, once that fucking vaccine comes out, they better put that shit in every single pharmacy. I'm not going to the hospital to get a vaccine at all, and that shit better be free. Like, fuck out of here. That shit better be free. And I will be one of the first guinea pigs because I want to go back outside. All right, if that shit just fuck up, then good.
Now.
I mean, I've been going outside, but I can't talk to nobody or see nobody or like. Y'all homeschooling or what's going on? And how y'all? Yeah. So what's y'all method? What's y'all method on homeschooling?
We follow the curriculum. I follow the curriculum that's given to my child online.
Oh yeah, they do got that online shit. Yeah, my son just came back to me, so I got to start doing that shit with him tomorrow.
There's due dates on it too. So
wait, there's due dates on it? Stop playing.
Yeah, there's due dates.
Oh shit, they can't. Listen, I got a
This shit, this
job.
shit is gonna count.
Yo, I gotta talk to my sons. I gotta talk to my son's teachers, something like that, because he was with his mom, and his mom apparently don't got a computer. I don't. This 2020, I don't know
Listen,
who the fuck don't got computers, but she don't, so he
there
couldn't do
are due
anything.
It works
dates,
on a
but
cell phone.
trust me, they will. If he does the work and it ain't there, the exact date, they're not gonna go ape shit. They understand there's certain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know about all that, especially when they providing free Wi-Fi and
Yeah,
like
but the
computers and stuff.
situation that Tony said his son was in wasn't that they didn't have internet service. It was
Yeah.
the technology they have wasn't compatible with what they needed.
The schools was giving out written. Well, at least my kids' school, they was giving out written
They were
versions.
giving out written work for kids. The letter said if you don't have was what did it say? If you don't have internet service.
No, they gave out a packet of the written version of the stuff if you don't have a computer.
Oh, I know. I was making those packets at my job.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to the teacher, tell him like, yo, this is a situation. His mom is poor as shit. Apparently, he can't afford a laptop or computer, and apparently the website doesn't work on iPads or phones, only computers. So there's a situation. They're gonna have
What
to like
website you using?
School Dude or something.
Oh, I never even heard of that.
Yeah, exactly. See, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I gotta use it. And he gotta learn on it. So she has some
Yeah, there
sort of
have been
package.
technical issues though, because one of the days my kids went to my mom's house one day,
Yeah.
and she tried to do something on the school website. I've been letting him do some website stuff, but like I'm a old school person, and I'm a firm believer in writing. And I work in a high school. I watch these kids literally write for less than 5 minutes, less than 2 minutes, and start complaining, talk about I'm writing too much. My son is 5. He sat here and wrote for at least an hour.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing. Like, come on, let's get this work. Like, and I've been trying to stick to, even if it's not the exact school schedule, like, we're not sleeping in mad late. We're not dilly-dallying. Like, eat breakfast, break out your book bag, son. Let's roll. Because the kids that are sitting at home just chilling all day, every day, they're
gonna come back to school.
They're gonna fall behind.
Yeah, like it's gonna be terrible for them.
Listen, my hands start hurting after 10 minutes of writing on book and paper, like with a pen. It's bad.
But remember how much we used to write?
Since I left college, so.
But we used to write a lot. When we were in high school, please.
I can't even say I remember because I don't remember nothing about high school.
Yo, I cut so much in high school. I'm surprised I graduated on time, to be honest with you.
We were smart.
Yeah, we was in them smart classes, right, Kev? You in those smart classes now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She pulled your transcript a couple episodes ago.
I don't even recall that.
Update people. Kevin was in honors classes. He thought we were talking about AP classes. He was not in any AP classes. He was in honors classes. We got the confirmation.
That's right. Hallelujah.
Yeah, she illegally accessed my transcript. I didn't give any permission.
He gave me consent.
I mean, I'm sure if you could pull that consent, I'm sure my lawyer would love to see it.
Yeah. Anyway, so homeschool's going all right with everybody, because we back now, by the way.
Yeah, it's a process. It's just a process that you get used to.
How long are we going to be having to get used to this, though? Like, I'm hearing a couple of weeks for one thing. Another place, I'm hearing a couple of months. I'm hearing they're not going back until next September. So, like, what's the situation?
Forever, it's an apocalypse. I don't know. I don't know where you seen that September joint at, but I haven't seen it.
I think so, like I
I'm gonna
think
be honest. I don't think that New York City's going back to school this year.
No,
see,
we
there you
are.
go.
I
I
don't
mean,
think so.
hopefully, my what's it called? Over in England, they're not going back to school this year. They said September. Like it's over for the year for them.
Mm.
So it's like I don't know. I know we're not England or anything like that, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: if my kid gotta take a final at home, I'm taking the final for him. That's a
I
fact.
read
Nigga,
I read
nigga said,
somewhere that they are not doing like state tests this year. Is
You damn straight they not, because if they doing it, I'm doing it. Get the fuck out of here. He's gonna be the smartest little fucking fifth grader ever. Watch, the best score ever. That's a fact. But so going along with this whole stay-at-home type of situation, apparently a lot of artists and DJs are holding Insta Live or Facebook or whatever, what have you, internet interactive concerts. So will
are
any of
they
you be
free?
attending? I hope I would guess they are until they figure
I
out how to
mean,
properly monetize it.
I don't.
I was at the Sway Lee concert the other night. That shit was lit. That shit was lit.
Wait, word?
That shit was lit.
Yo, what website was that on?
It was on www.instagram.com/
Slash Sway Lee.
Sway Lee.
Oh man, so how long was he going for? Pause.
Yo, that was crazy.
That shit was nuts, right?
You know what I'm saying? It was like an hour set. You know what I'm saying? He had a DJ.
Oh shit,
It was definitely something unique and creative. So I was fucking with it.
that's kind of hard.
Mm.
What about you, Reen?
Nah, I ain't been to none.
I mean, are
I
you
was supposed
planning?
to go to a real concert, so a bitch is salty.
Yeah, me too. I was supposed to be at my ninth Lupe concert right now as we speak, but I can't do that shit. So it's what it
And I was
is.
supposed to be at mine yesterday,
Who's you supposed to go
but
see?
life
Tank?
goes
Oh,
on.
Genuine, right?
Yes, Tank 2 though. Ooh, Tank 2.
You was about to see this nigga perform Pony for 3 straight hours.
That's all right.
With Tank, his zesty ass.
With Tank, yeah, that shit was gay as hell. But I mean, I think like online concerts, they had a couple last year. Like I think Marshmello had like a Fortnite concert, which was kind of dope. There was a lot of people attending. I think like
A
a couple
what?
million. A Fortnite
Isn't
concert.
that a game?
Yeah, he had a concert on Fortnite. Like Marshmello was apparently like a
Oh, I get what you're
DJ.
saying.
Yeah, there was like a DJ, right? Marshmallow's a DJ, so he had his avatar, his character in the game, like holding a concert with like mad like visuals and flair and shit, and it was like a
That's
event.
cool.
Yeah, that shit was dope. So I think that's how. Like I don't think the rappers and shit like that know about that shit yet, but they might be holding like video game concerts and shit. There was like a million. There was a couple million people on Fortnite
Wow.
at the same time watching like Marshmello do his thing. So it was pretty big. I'm surprised y'all ain't hear about it, but
Now I
it's kind of dope.
wanna. Well,
I ain't a
I wouldn't
gamer
hear
like
about
that.
anything about Fortnite.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
never played it.
I don't play Fortnite anymore. I used to play that shit. It's hard, but it was it was a spectacle. It was a thing to get people, and I feel like it would be a good opportunity for like, of course, advertisements and shit like that. If you have a couple of million people on the internet at the same time watching the same thing, then they'll find a different way to monetize it. Because I think that was free. But if you have like I said, an advertise like a Pepsi or a Coke or whatnot, just throw on they shit. You got all these kids, all these millions, probably almost damn near close to a billion people watching some video game character do flips and shit like that on their computer. They'll find a way to do some
Hmm.
big things with it. You don't even have to leave the comfort of your seat. So, like, of your house. So I think that's gonna be coming. It's gonna be coming soon. I think they'll find a way to monetize that. That's a good idea
Yeah,
too.
eventually.
I'm not
I'm.
paying though.
That's why the first question I asked was, "Are they free?" That's why I haven't been
Exactly.
to one yet. Because I was like, "Oh, these people just performing for free now." Like, I don't know. I just assumed they weren't, so I didn't even inquire. I was like, I'm good. I
Yeah.
ain't
Niggas can't
paying
perform for
and
money.
staying home.
Listen. They'll figure it out. They'll figure a way. I bet you if like someone big like Drake or something like that was holding an Instagram concert or some shit like that, you gotta pay like $1 to get in, or like $2 or something like that. He'll make money off of that. You get 1 million people, that's $2 million like right to you.
Dead ass.
You
You
feel
are
me?
right about that though.
So it's like $1,
But
no
I'm
one's gonna.
still not paying any money if I'm staying home. Admission to my crib is free.
I mean, yeah,
You
of
hear
course.
that, fellas?
Admission to her crib is free. Niggas gonna be in your DMs like, oh word, is that what you said is true? Type of shit.
Oh, I meant for me. For me.
Nah, I got you.
Sorry.
I got you. Listen, people
That was
pay.
misunderstood.
Listen, people pay $50, $60 to watch boxing and shit like that for one fight. You feel me? So like people pay like $1, $2, $3 to watch, Drake perform for an hour to have like a preset and shit. Like they're gonna figure a way out how to do that. Cause if people paying like pay-per-view to watch fights and to watch wrestling and shit like that, you're gonna have a bunch of thirsty ass bitches paying a
Yeah, you
dollar,
are
two
right.
dollars. You feel me? And of course you're gonna have like the pirates and shit like that streaming it for free. But that's just a
Send
small
me a
price to
link.
pay.
That's how I'm gonna
Exactly.
be watching.
Exactly. Like we gonna be watching the links,
Send
but
me a link.
yeah, we gonna be watching the links, but there's gonna be a whole other million other people that aren't gonna be watching the links that'll just pay straight up for that shit. And they'll be like, yo, it's $1? Oh, I'm gonna go watch this nigga perform Hotline Bling for like 2 hours, you know? So that so that's basically what it's gonna be. Watch, they're gonna figure out a way how to monetize this shit. And they're probably gonna do exactly what I said right now and not cut me in none of the check. But it is what it
Fuck
is.
no.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, so going into our coveted relationship part of the podcast, let's do a texting versus calling. So in the beginning of a relationship, and you just gave someone your number, you was out in the middle of Washington Square Park, just minding your own business, and some random guy, Reen, of course, just walks up to you, says you're the most beautiful thing he's seen walking. Can I have your number? Boom, bap, and you give him your number. Would you expect a call from him or a text from him at first?
See, you made me feel weird already just by the situation.
Why?
But if it's like, because I'm not giving someone who just walked up to me my phone number.
Yeah, that's what a lot of girls used to say right before they give me their phone number after I just walked up to them. So you just never had the right nigga to do that and said the right things. So go ahead, you can still answer the question.
I'm trying to think. No,
Uh,
one person I did meet like that, but I took his phone number. I didn't give him mine.
did you call him
And then
back?
one day I
Like,
was bored. Yeah, I did call him.
see, see, that's the jig right there. I'm not giving no one my phone number. Like, this is not how that works. It's either you give me your phone number or like have a nice day. I'll never speak to you again, and it's your loss. But that's retarded. I'm not like, what type of wing ass nigga's gonna give you their phone number? That nigga was
Because
desperate
I
as
guess
hell.
he was secure enough.
It's not about being no goddamn. Don't even try to pull that shit. Don't try to flip the tables on this shit. If he was secure in himself enough, he would have said, "Nah, I'm sorry, this isn't how this works. It's usually I take your number and everything like that, and I get back to you."
All right. Well,
No,
he knew
fuck
that
that
I
shit.
wasn't the type of girl that you is usually.
That shit is
There's
trash.
usually and then there's special. I'm
Usually,
not
and there's.
usually.
I just met you. I don't know if you special or not. You're usually.
Nah.
This is why I'm trying to
You
take your
you
number.
don't you can't tell off the bat when somebody's a little bit
No.
better than other people you've met.
No, no,
Oh.
no, no, absolutely not. I don't care if you fucking Oprah. I don't care if you're fucking Aisha Diaz. No, I don't know. It don't matter how you
Who?
look. You know who Aisha Diaz is?
Yo, I
No.
don't know who none of these people are you be naming.
You don't know who Oprah is? I just said
I
Oprah.
know. Nah, you said somebody last week, and I was like, who is that?
Oh yeah, you don't be following these Insta thoughts. All right, you better than me. That's basically what you're saying, Kev. Thanks, I appreciate you.
I don't. I don't really follow no one.
But yeah, I mean, listen, I can't tell off for nothing. Listen, this is why I'm talking to you. It, hypothetically, this is why I came up to you off the street.
But
You
no,
look a little
if
interesting.
I meet someone,
Uh
um, excuse me, I'm eating a piece of candy. I'm over here choking, being greedy and shit.
Come on now, don't swallow that shit whole. You got the COVID. That's that COVID candy.
Oh God.
Yo, this next podcast is gonna be me and Kev.
I'm choking on a lollipop. I'm sorry.
You choking on that
All right.
Corona? All right, go ahead.
So no, uh, um, texting is cool, but like I'm not about to have no long ass get to know you conversation through text message.
Hmm.
And I don't really like texting like that. I feel like that's work. I gotta type, I gotta read.
Yeah.
Like, now I'd rather talk. Like, if we gonna talk, we gonna talk. I
Right.
don't
Right.
mind like if you don't really have much to say, you can just text like, oh hey, what's up? Okay, like little shit like that. But we gonna have a conversation. It needs to be on the phone.
That shit
Like,
garbage.
don't fucking send. I'm not sitting here sending paragraph to paragraph, paragraph. Like,
Uh huh.
that's dumb.
Kev, what about you? What do you think?
I mean, I don't
Texter or
mind.
caller?
I don't mind texting,
Hmm.
but sometimes I feel like you got to speak to a person like a one to one
Yeah. Yeah.
just to find out how dumb they are.
No, that's a
Cause,
fact.
cause
You got time
through
to
text,
think.
you got time to formulate whatever you want to write. You know what I'm saying? Sound a little bit more intelligent,
Hmm.
but on the phone, it's on the spot. Like, what's up? What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And tones matter. Like, if you just meet someone, right? Like, I I noticed like, and not like as far as talking a relationship, but just having text conversation with people that don't know me that well. Like, I'll say something the way I say it, and the people who know me know what I mean,
Hmm.
but they don't get it the way I meant it. So sometimes when you actually hear someone's voice, you can hear the tone.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
how like, like sometimes jokingly you'll be like, "Oh, shut up." Like if you text, "Oh, shut up," and y'all not that close yet, they might think you really like offended and telling them to shut up.
No, yeah, that's a fact. That's absolutely a fact. I don't
So
like.
I feel like
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just feel like talking, you just get to know people better that way.
Nah, that's true. Personally,
yo,
yeah,
nah, go ahead, go ahead.
I don't like neither. I mean, like, I rather listen. I don't like being on, but if I had to choose, it would be texting. But if I had to choose, it would be texting. But I'm not trying to text either. I'm trying. If I was, this is a hypothetical situation. If I was a single man and I'm talking to a girl and shit like that, I'm not calling you at all because I'm doing other shit. Like I'm either at work or I'm learning something new or I'm playing a game or I'm cooking or something like that. I don't feel like talking to you at all because I got other or I'm watching a show. I got other shit that needs my attention, and me talking to you on the phone is not. I'm not gonna say wasting my time, but it's wasting my time. You feel me? I'd rather be in person. Like, I text people hypothetically to meet them in person. That's the point for me, at least, in texting. I'm not gonna get to know you over the phone because that's an in-person type of thing. I'm gonna see
Yeah,
if
Um,
you feel
but
me.
you wouldn't want to talk to someone a little bit before you go out to get to know them.
Maybe like one call for like 10, 15 minutes just to feel the vibe out, seeing if see if I'm gonna like the person. But that to me, I don't do online dating. I never did online dating, but that to me is where I would, go up to somebody and see how that initial vibe is, depending on where we met at, depending on, what the vibe was there before I got your phone number, and then we set up the first date through text messaging, like, yo, meet me here, boom, boom, boom. Like, I already know I already talked to you when I went up to you. You feel me? So it's
Hmm.
like I already know how that situation is. I don't need to talk to you on the phone, just wasting my time, wasting your time, just to have like this type of seeing how the vibe is. If we already know how the vibe is, you feel me?
Okay, and now once you already talking to them, like let's say now that's your girlfriend. You
Yeah.
still only texting or you calling?
First of
Uh,
all, y'all calling us all the time any damn way. And if y'all not calling us, y'all texting us.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. My girl call me all the time and text me all the time. Like we talk all the time, especially now that she's not here. Um, like we got FaceTime every now and again. We be calling, we
I
be
hate
texting and shit.
FaceTime.
Yeah, I don't really be liking the FaceTime shit. I don't know how men be FaceTiming other men. That's weird. Like I see
Yo,
that shit all the
yo, I
time.
used to. I think I'm like the oldest old school person ever. I used to like be like, I don't know. One day I like said something to a guy. I'm like, yo, who you talking to? He's like, oh, you always act like. I was like, you texting a nigga that's gay, and he got offended that I said texting niggas is gay. But in my head, I really felt like that because the only time I was would send text messages
Uh-huh.
was if I was around people. I didn't want them to hear what I had to say. So I'm either talking to my girls about some shit, or I'm talking to a nigga and don't nobody around me need to know what we talking about right now.
Nah, I feel you. Like I don't remember the last time. Like I don't.
So
Yeah, I don't be like texting like I don't even be texting my friends like that. The only person I be texting is my girl, and that's about it. Like I talk to my male niggas like once every week, 2 weeks or something like that. To be like, yo, what's up? Like you trying to go out? Something like, yo, you trying to link up? Boom, boom, or whatever. Like pause. But
and that's a phone call or a text
nah, that's a
message.
text message. Like my boy hit me up yesterday, like, yo, like come through, we gonna drink beer, we gonna like, play video games and shit like that. But I had to tell him my son was coming or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
I ain't talked to him in like a month and shit. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
even, like even my group chat that I got, even the couple group chats I got, I'm dead in that shit. Cause it's like I don't like what is there to talk about or like I don't understand how niggas can talk to each other all day, every day and just keep like and just keep interested in the conversation. Like these niggas be talking about everything. And I'm just looking, I'm like, yo, I can't like I got shit to do. Like y'all talking while working, y'all talking while, doing whatever else y'all doing. Like I respect what y'all like, I respect y'all dedication to talking to each
To
other.
the pack.
I'd
Yeah.
rather be. I'd rather be in a group.
Dedicated to the pack.
I'd rather be in a group text with like women because that shit be funny,
Yeah, that shit's
and, and
hilarious.
and they be forgetting you there sometimes.
Facts. Facts. So like I'm really bad at group chats because I be in this group chat like I'm in like a couple group chats and apparently they be putting they like I be missing all the in-person social stuff because they put the whereabouts in the group chat and I'm like and they're like, oh well, we're not gonna hit you up like personally just to tell you to come to the shit. Then I'm like, I'm not gonna come then because I'm not gonna go through three, four, 500
100.
messages
Yo.
like a
Yeah,
day.
I'm not good at group chats either.
You out of the group chat, like you go do something for an hour and you gotta catch up on 100, 200 messages. No, like
The
that shit
people
is
with group chats know, like, if it's more than about four messages, I'm not reading them.
yeah, that shit is ridiculous. So after I'm not even reading the shit, I don't even know what's going on anymore. So I'm like, yo, I'm not like I'm gonna just
Am I
see
even
y'all
part of
and
this
yeah.
group?
Exactly. So it's like I'm like these niggas be talking about everything. They be talking about like politics and shit. I'm like, number one, I'm not even up on politics like that. I don't give a fuck about Super Tuesday or who's winning the prom. I don't care. And shit, they be talking about that shit. They be talk. I'm like, these are things that I'm not like. And then I be like I said, I be missing like in person social shit. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, just tell me if like tell me the things that I'm supposed to go to. Just hit me up directly, like, yo, boom, boom, like, there's some that, there's a fucking wedding this weekend or something like that. You'll come through or whatever. Like, but nah, these niggas put it in the group chat. Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, all right. So, is it like, back to the texting versus calling situation. So, do you feel like, it's the person's responsibility, the initial texter's responsibility, the same person to always reach out? And if it is, how many times are you reaching out before you saying fuck this shit? I'm not like I'm deleting your number or whatever.
It's supposed to be mutual.
It's supposed
If,
yeah, it's definitely
if I
supposed to
feel
be.
like if I feel like I always gotta hit your ass up, I'm not gonna hit you up.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. What about you, Reem? What you feel?
So, I got a question for Kev before I answer.
All right.
So, once you stop hitting up, right? Let's say like Monday, you decide, all right, fuck this shit. She playing games. I'm not hitting her up no more. Let's say like 2 weeks later, she hits you up. You answering?
What you mean? Like, what kind of hit up is it? Like, just a random hit
Like
up?
a hey, how you doing?
Like, yeah, like she just texts you out of the blue,
Oh,
like,
nah,
hey, or good morning, or hope you have a nice day. I don't fucking know. Like,
nah, I can still say what's up.
if
Yeah,
she
yeah.
calls, are you gonna answer?
If she calls,
Nah,
I
what the
mean,
fuck you calling for?
You
I
gotta
answer
answer to find out.
I answer my phone and stuff like that. I mean, especially, like, if you call me and you never called me before, like, son, my nigga, like, I missed the you up text before, son. Shit was the worst experience I ever
Yeah,
had in
you
my
up.
life. Because I really wasn't supposed to miss that joint. Like, that
Damn.
shit was like 5 years ago, and I still think about that shit. Like, I never,
Damn.
yo, dog, this you up text was
Did you
the
ever get
one,
that
dog.
opportunity again?
Hell no.
Nah. Ah, damn.
Yo, this was the one, dogs.
Shit.
My sleepy ass was like 3 hours late.
3 hours. You had a bag and she ain't never hit you back.
Nigga, I seen that I missed that. I was like, yo, what happened? What's up, nigga? What happened?
And what she say?
She was like, nah, like, I was by myself and I wanted you to come through.
Oh,
I was like,
goddamn. Like,
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
what
yo,
about tonight?
I can still come right now.
Yeah.
We get a hotel room and be by herself.
Dogs. Yeah, so I
I
missed
think
that
she was
joint, son.
fronting.
So
It sounded like she was playing games. Because
nah,
I'm
she
sorry,
wasn't.
if you
She
want to
wasn't,
fuck, you
dog.
want to fuck.
Nah,
Nah,
She
not
could have
not
fucked
that
you
night
sleep.
though.
outside.
I was asleep, dog. She dead.
No, but when you hit her up,
It was a
she could have.
dub.
Y'all could have did it.
Nah,
She
it
was
was a dub.
fronting.
It was like 3 hours later, so I
Yeah.
felt that too. Like my chest was like hurting.
Listen, I sent a you up text before in my younger days, and then a bitch hit me up like a couple hours later, and I already got that nut off. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to see you no more. It's a wrap. So I know exactly what she talk about. Sometimes you don't play
Mm.
games. Sometimes you in your horny mode, and then a couple hours later you not in your horny mode no more, and
Yo,
you're
and it
like,
was like I knew I missed it too. Like, and she was fighting for dumb long, and I was like, and then some shit wound up happening.
yeah,
Like, like, like I wound up messing with one of her friends before, and her friends went and told everybody. This was years ago.
oh
Her friends
man,
went and told everybody, yeah, I did this and that.
Oh,
So
she was a hater. She
nah,
knew that you liked her more.
nah, but she kind of fell back from me. So we talking and shit. Then I found out that she was serious. I'm like, damn, man. It took me all this time to get back into graces, and my dumb ass dropped the
wait,
ball.
hold on. Are we talk? You talk about that girl? I think you talk about.
Nah, it's nobody you know.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say, cause all right.
I
I'll
don't
tell
even
you
know.
off.
I don't even know who you talking about.
Now you not,
I don't even know who you talking about.
cause you kind of Pro Bowl chick.
Oh, nah. I mean, well, I hope she don't listen to this. Nah, I
I,
ain't talking about her. Nah, it wasn't like that with her.
oh, all right, nah, cause that story sounded kind of familiar. You fuck
Yeah,
with
I'm gonna
a
talk. I'm
friend
gonna
type
talk
of
to you off
shit.
the air. I'm gonna talk to you off the air. Though. It was
Well,
nothing.
Jesus, Kevin, how many people do you mess with they friends?
It was nothing. It was nothing like that.
Since we on this topic.
Listen, this is when I was younger.
This shit, that's
That was,
hilarious.
you said 5 years ago.
That is younger.
That is younger. What the hell?
But it wasn't that young. You making it seem like you
That's
was
a
a
long time
teenager.
ago. 5 years
Damn,
is a
this was like.
long time ago.
Nah, this was like 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Nah, think about it. Yeah.
Yo, why do girls do that shit though? It's like after you fuck someone they know that you're like, nah, I can't. Like you already in their bed and they have nigga, they're like, nah, I can't do that shit. Used to fuck with my sister or something. That's the wackest shit ever.
Nah,
Like,
it was.
why
It
am I
wasn't
here?
like. It wasn't even like that though, man. Like she kind of threw me in like a circle, and
Yeah.
like I didn't know she threw me in a circle for her, but her friend was throwing it at me, so I took it. Took it
You
like a
have
little
to.
thirsty nigga.
Yeah, I mean you
So
have to though.
I dropped the bag. I had no business taking
Nah.
that
I mean, was it
bag.
worth
So
it though?
See?
Nah, it wasn't, dog.
No,
Because the
Nah,
bag that I missed, oh man,
it
damn.
never is. It never is.
yeah, I was hurt.
Young boys, learn,
I was
learn.
hurt.
It never is better.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, man, nah, it's probably not.
Yo, I was hurt,
It's
dog.
never better.
I was hurt.
At the moment, is kind of is good though. At the moment, is good because like
Moments
Yeah, it was
versus
good.
lifetimes, baby. Moments versus
Yo, it was
lifetimes.
good until I found out she was telling everybody.
yeah, that shit's
I was
whack.
like, damn, like why are you
Yo,
like?
oh, the same thing fucking happened
Cause
to
she a
me.
bird. She was a bird.
That's the same dumb shit that happened to me, and I was fucking with somebody else, and then I started fucking with her friend like one time just because I was like, in my horny mode or whatever. So I
Mm.
fucked with her friend, and her friend went back and told her, but the first
But see,
her
that's
is
why you shouldn't
better.
fuck people that you would care whether or not they told somebody.
Yeah, but what the
If
fuck are you
you
doing
care
telling
that
people?
people would know, now this is my thing though. If you care that people would know you was fucking them, then that means you ain't got no business fucking them.
Nah, but I don't care. Like, look, I didn't care if people knew, but it's like, yo, like, why do people have to know? Like, shut your fucking mouth. Like,
If
Because
I
just shut
yo
up.
listen,
she a bird.
if I knew
She was on a
opportunity,
mission and you fell for it.
if I knew opportunity A was on the table, I would have never walked through door number two.
Well,
Yeah, that's
sometimes
kind.
you got to be
Yeah.
patient when
I
you
was
jump the gun.
listen, man, listen. I don't know, I don't know about y'all, but my 20s was crazy.
Nigga, my 20s was amazing. I had an amazing 20s. I met my wife in the 20s, but now she's back in my 30s. So that's how I know how it is. But 20s was crazy though. I ain't gonna say too much more about that. I don't know if my girl listen. She might. But even if she does, I'll tell y'all some stories in another time. You already know what the
I was
what the
gonna
deal
say, I
is.
hope she knows who you are and loves and accepts you.
Nah, she don't. She judgmental as shit. She don't love and accept me. But is what it is. But yeah. Anyway, so we dying out here without the sports, right? They turned all the sports off. Like nothing is on anymore. I don't even know what they talking about on ESPN. They talking about Tom Brady now
Fam,
on ESPN all the time, right?
as we speak, I got ESPN on right now.
And what they doing?
I've been having it on mute and doing other shit. They keep showing this NASCAR shit. I was like, wow, they still doing NASCAR?
They still
I,
doing NASCAR.
no, nigga, I finally read and it said virtual race because they kept showing this crash,
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh,
what the fuck? Yo, what the hell they playing? Need for Speed? What were they
dog,
doing?
they are doing they are doing anything
They
on
playing
ESPN.
Gran Turismo on fucking ESPN the whole fucking time.
Yo,
Yo,
yeah,
this shit
yes,
is weird.
yesterday they did like every high school dunk contest.
Oh my god.
These niggas got juggling contests on ESPN,
Juggling contest? Wow. Yo.
wrestling.
Yo, I heard they did like wrestling with no audience and that was the weirdest shit ever. Like I gotta watch that shit. Like imagine like The Rock like going off and no one doing
Nah, all
anything.
the shows with audiences have been doing it no audiences, and I watched last week tonight with John Oliver, and it was and Bill Maher too,
Uh-huh.
real time with Bill Maher,
Uh-huh.
and it was weird because like you
There's no
usually
laughs.
hear other people laugh. Yeah, like at the
Yeah.
punchlines there was no laughs. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
I thought that was funny.
They couldn't do a laugh track at least. Like you should like at least
Oh,
do a
that's
laugh
mad
track.
corny, like fake laughter. Like
Yeah, like a
press the
studio
button
audience
when
type
people are
shit.
supposed to laugh.
Yeah. Like at
Yeah.
least it's not weird. It's corny, alright, but like, at least it's just not quiet after a punchline. That
Let me tell you how crazy and how drastic ESPN is getting. Dog,
alright.
they got some shit called Dodge Juggle.
Wait, what?
They're just making up
They
games for
are
you to play
playing
it in
some
your
shit
quarantine
called
time.
Dodge Juggle.
What's
And
what's that?
it's exactly what the fuck it sounds like.
So you catch a ball and juggle it.
No, 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 no.
Also
You
you
juggle.
juggling and then you
You
throwing while you juggling?
no, you juggling some shit, trying to evade
While
niggas
people
throwing
throw balls
dodgeballs
at
at
you.
you.
Yo, I wanna watch that. Yo, I swear to
Yo,
God I wanna watch that shit. That shit sounds hard.
That's a lot. I want to play that.
Yo.
We in Bizarro world right now.
Juggle. Yo, yeah, that shit sound hard. That shit is bizarre.
Yo,
I wanna watch. What are you juggling though? Like pens?
Playing some foolery, yo. Shit, I don't know.
Yo, if anything, what they should be doing, there's a perfect opportunity for them to start showing esports 24/7. Just watch, just show mad Call of Duty matches, mad like Street Fighter. Like I'll be on that shit. I would definitely be on that. Super Smash
Yo, I
Brothers
want
all
to
the
get
time.
like 3 parents, and I want to have a parents versus kids dodge juggle. What's that shit called?
Dodge juggle, juggle dodge.
Dodge juggle.
Dodge juggle. I want to have a parent versus kids dodge juggle match.
Yeah, these kids
Kids
got
jugglers, parents throwers.
what? Kids juggle. What kid you know how to juggle?
It ain't about the juggling. It's just about the throwing.
You just want to hit kids. You just want an excuse to throw balls in kids' face. No homo or homo.
See, I didn't say at their faces.
Yeah, but where else you gonna
That's
throw to them?
cruel.
Kids ain't nothing but like 2 feet tall. They ain't got nothing but face.
You throw it low. It's just to watch them scatter.
So you gonna hit them in the nuts? You want to hit your children so bad.
Yo, listen to the description of
Yeah, go ahead.
some shit that they just played on ESPN. Moxie Games 3. A collective. What the? Oh wow! This is a collective event for a variety of avant-garde skills in sports, ranging from combat juggling to martial arts volleyball.
Whoa! What was the last part?
Martial arts
Martial arts
volleyball.
Volleyball. Yo, they are playing some heat on ESPN
Combat
right now.
juggling. I love all of this.
Pool trick shot competition, bottle flipping, esports, powerlifting, and more.
Bottle flipping. Yo, they doing this shit with the half water bottle shit. They just flipping that shit. That's a sport now on ESPN. Yo, this shit is crazy. I'm very intrigued about martial arts volleyball though. I swear to God, I want to see somebody do some capoeira and hit a ball over the net. That shit is hard.
It's getting crazy out here, man. Bring sports back, please. Basketball, come back.
They're gonna start playing sports movies like Remember the Titans and Waterboy.
Yo, what you mean bring sports back? You ain't just see that they got combat juggling on there? Yo, if that's not a sport, I don't know what the fuck sports is then.
Yo, what is combat juggling?
Yo, you trying to juggle, but somebody trying to
juggle.
Kick you. Yeah.
You kick while you juggle.
Martial arts.
Or
volleyball.
While you're juggling, you throw something at the other person, but you don't drop the rotation.
That shit is hard. That's skills right there. Like you juggling like 3 bowling pins, and then you just like throw one at someone else, and they catch it and start juggling it too. That shit is hard. I want to watch that shit. I'm about to YouTube that after we get off of this here heat that we doing.
You're supposed to keep your juggle, but at the same time,
fight someone.
Stop the other team from keeping their juggle going.
You just run at them full speed while juggling. Like that's like that's not hard. Like yo, I'm picturing this clown shit in my head. Yo, combat.
I'm swiping people. Like just doing that thing, you kick you can just
swipe.
Kick people in the back of the knee. Yo, nothing make you go down faster than getting kicked in the back of your knee.
That's because you top heavy. I got strong knees.
Nah, all right, so let me come and kick you in the back of your knee.
Nah, I just put my hamstring last week. It's a wrap.
Your shit gonna buckle. You could be strong if
my
you
whole
ain't
body gonna buckle.
Ready?
Yo, it's gonna be a terrible time. What
this
up?
This martial arts volleyball might be.
That's just hard, right? That's just hard.
They doing jump kicks and shit.
Yo, that shit sound
jump
hard.
Kicks on the ball.
Yeah, kicking that shit over the net.
Oh,
that shit sound flavors. Like I'm dead about to watch that shit. I'ma compete.
Martial arts volleyball.
Yo, you gonna see me on
Are
martial arts
they tall
volleyball
or
next year.
short?
They're
Shit, I
probably
don't know.
Japanese, which means they probably small. They probably small little Asian people, but jump like 10 foot in the air and backflip kick that shit over the net. That shit look hard. I'm about to watch that shit. But speaking about watching anything, yo, what y'all binging? Y'all watching any shows? Y'all watching any movies? Rewatching? What's going on? What should we watch?
Shit, I ain't really watching nothing to be honest with
Lock and Key.
What's that about? You just gonna say the name? You ain't gonna
Um,
tell us what it's about? Give us a synopsis.
I'm trying to think. Like, so it's supernatural,
Okay.
and it's pretty much about um a family. The father dies. Well,
Okay.
he's murdered.
Okay, that's
They
dope.
go back to his childhood home, and then weird things start happening.
All right. Weird
And
things
there's a
start
lot of
happening.
secrets, and his children are like, each episode, discovering more things
Uh-huh.
about their family. And it's called Lock and Key because the family's name is Locke, and the
Yeah.
whole show is pretty much about the kids finding these magic keys.
All right, I got you. I got you. All right, so I guess all right, so this is a good little segment while this little COVID-19 is going on. Every week we gonna come in here at the end of the episode and tell y'all at least one show to watch. All right, so that's a good little thing that we
Yeah,
that we could do.
the bad side with that is it's
Hmm.
a new show, so there's only one season. So
You can't
it's
really
not really
binge
a
it.
full-on binge.
That's kind of cool. You won't lose your life just to binge that shit. You probably spend a good 8 hours, a couple days, watch the full season, wait for the next season. That ain't
Yeah.
too bad.
I'm rewatching Sons of Anarchy now.
Oh, all right, all right,
you. I've
that's
never
dope.
seen that.
Me neither. That's the same, that's what happened with me with Breaking Bad. I got on the Breaking Bad train late, and I had to catch up to Breaking Bad before the end of the series because I like caught it a month before the series was about to end, and I literally spent like a whole week getting 1 hour sleep a night. It just I got really into Breaking Bad for like 2 weeks. It was really bad. I was in a bad
Maybe I'll
place.
check that. I never watched
You've
that
never watched
one.
Breaking Bad? Oh my God, it's the best show in TV history, most likely.
Is that the one with the meth? When the
Yeah,
teacher was selling meth?
yeah, it's the best show like in history, basically. Just watch it. Just watch that shit. Way better than Sons of Anarchy. Never watched it, but I'm pretty sure it is. Well, Kev, you ain't got no shows to tell these people real quick to binge since we ain't got nothing else better to do.
Nah, I'm not really watching that, honestly. I've been
Nah,
kind of consumed with this like schoolwork. That's like my biggest concern right now.
I got you. I got you. Well, I started watching this show. It just came out a couple weeks ago called Dave. The shit is aight. If y'all like,
Dave?
Oh, that's
yeah, Dave.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah, with Lil Dicky. Number one, I like Lil Dicky as a rapper. Liked him a couple years now, so I'm just not on him because of the show. But you know, I like his humor as a rapper, and he brings the humor over to the show. It's not for everybody, but it's
What
more.
channel?
It's on FX. It's on FX. It's 4 episodes deep now. Comes on every Wednesday, so this Wednesday is gonna be the fifth episode, obviously. But it's more so like it's like sarcastic humor.
Mm.
It's not like in your face, boisterous, like bombastic humor. It's more so what I like to akin this shit to is it's more so if you like Seinfeld better than Martin, because it's not a Martin type show. It's more of like a Seinfeld type show, and I like Seinfeld better than Martin, and I'm
Oh,
that
you're
type of
wild.
nigga that like that shit. Yeah, Seinfeld's way better than Martin.
I've never even seen Seinfeld, but I know that's not true.
Nah, Martin's the most overrated TV show in
What's it
history.
called
Oh,
again?
you're bugging.
Martin is,
Dave?
yeah, it's called Dave. Shit, yeah,
When
shit's
does
crazy.
Snowfall come back? That is my show.
I have no
Oh,
idea, but
I
I heard that show
found
was
it.
good.
Snowfall?
Yeah, I heard that show was good.
Watch it. Everybody watch it.
I bet. All right, so we'll probably come back next week with another show for y'all to watch.
Oh, I see Dave. Right? Okay. And you know what this thing? It always is popping up. And I never watched. I'm about to watch it right now.
Yeah, watch the first episode. It's dope. After you watch the first episode, if you like it, the next you're gonna like the first episode. It keeps you engaged from like scene one, scene two. You definitely gonna like that shit. But all right, so you go watch that. I'm gonna go put this boy to bed and everything like that, cause it's about time for him to go. Yeah, you. I'm looking at you. You gotta go to bed. And Kev, what you about to go do when you get off it? Pie.
About to go to sleep. You gotta wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, sleep for you. I gotta wake up at like at 8 or something like that. But then I gotta go right to work,
Turn your
right from
volume
here,
up so you don't miss important
Right
text
from
messages.
your house.
right from my house. I'll be working on my underwears, but oh, I gotta cook him breakfast in the morning. That's right. Yeah, so I
How
still
old
gotta do
is he
daddy
again?
duties. 10. I mean, he easily could go to the fridge and do his own thing,
I was
but
about to be like, it sounds like a cereal kind of morning.
yeah. Oh shit, I do got cereal laying on that floor over there that he can have. That's dope, right?
Yeah, that sounded crazy.
Yeah,
Laying on that floor over
laid
there
on
like
that
it's cat
floor.
food.
Yeah, I was about to throw this shit out because it's like, what is the fuck? It's like bran flakes, it's like fake ass corn flakes that my aunt gave me because she shops at like thrift stores for like food that's disgusting. So she's like one of those. She's like one of those people that's like go to the pantry, the community
Yeah.
pantry, start like what I'm talking about.
Uh,
Instead of like Fruit Loops, they get like color rings and shit. Try to say that shit's just as good. I'm like, this shit is not good. This shit tastes like cardboard with like food coloring. This shit is disgusting. So I'm not gonna
Oh,
eat
so
that
then
shit.
yeah, you gotta wake up and make him breakfast.
Nah, he can eat that. He's good enough. He'll be alright. He'll be alright.
Random Notes podcast, humbling our children day by day.
That's a fact, and we are out on that note. Fuck that.